There's no better way to stay warm in London than with a steaming cup of hot chocolate, and the city has a couple of popular spots, all with their own unique take on the drink. Hey guys, it's Harry and Ju.
And on this very great day, we are on the hunt for the best hot chocolate in London. So, as usual, we have looked through TripAdvisor, social media, and just plain old local recommendations to try and find 4 places which will be the best of the best.
What we will be looking for is a hot chocolate that has a nice texture, something that's not too sweet, and its overall luxuriousness.
First stop, Dark Sugars, a chocolate shop that brings the culture of West African cocoa production to Brick Lane.
What we've tried to do with the hot chocolate is kind of do it in the way I know how to do hot chocolate back home. What we do is we combine cocoa powder and chocolate, which is a combination of milk, dark and white chocolate in there. So, and then we make a very thick paste first. And then we heat up the milk, pour the milk, and then topped up with foam, and then the shavings go on top. We believe that it's the best hot chocolate because it's full of experience. We feel good when we're doing it.
Cool.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. Okay.
Ooh.
That's such a lovely flavour. I love all the theatricality of the shavings on top of it. There's just a real kind of sense of drama for this hot chocolate. Like, you watch it being made in front of you and there's shavings going on the top. Like, you can see that the milk's being whipped up. Like, it is a really enjoyable experience, first of all, for the eyes before your taste buds. But also, this just tastes delicious.
That dark chocolate has a really, really lovely bitterness, because otherwise it can kind of be a bit too sweet at times, whereas the dark chocolate really does help to balance out, particularly with the white chocolate in there as well. Lovely bitterness from that.
Yeah, the flavour of the chocolate, and I like the fact that obviously it's got white chocolate and the dark chocolate and the milk in there as well. But again, it does have sort of a satisfying wateriness to it. Like, it's not grainy, obviously, and it's not. But again, it's not just like a whole dollop of melted chocolate straight in your face. Like, it actually feels more like a drink, which is what you sort of want for when you're walking around on a cold winter's evening.
Second stop, Said Dal, an Italian cafe that offers a slightly thicker consistency than traditional hot chocolate.
The idea came around 5 years ago. We gave a twist to something already successful, but then also we have been able to offer a product which force the client to go into a direction of having a different experience, which is like similar to the margarita with salt. Instead of salt, we have a chocolate, 3 kinds of chocolate, all around the cup, so there is no other way of drinking it than getting chocolate in your mouth, sometimes getting dirty. When we first opened, the reaction was not very good at the beginning because the perception of hot chocolate was different, the expectation was different. And now, after a few years, we are very well known and we have a lot of people coming from anywhere for our hot chocolate.
It's fabulous because it's dark, but it's not too bitter, so it's just the perfect compromise, and it's so thick. Like, it reminds me the Italian hot chocolate that I used to drink back in Italy, so it's like being back home.
I'm actually really excited to see how Harry's going to eat this
Yeah.
because it looks pretty messy.
I'm a bit of a professional, but even I think this is going to put me to the limits because this is just covered in chocolate. It looks really good, it smells amazing. So we've got the Gianduja hot chocolate, which is kind of hazelnutty, and it kind of just smells like melted Nutella, which immediately is making me really excited.
Oh wow. Oh my god. That is that is incredible. Wow.
Jeez. When I said sip, I don't think that was the right word.
Yeah.
It's more like a bite.
Face plant the chocolate.
It's rich. The texture is nothing like you'd expect in terms of like a normal hot chocolate, because this is way thicker. It's so creamy and luxurious.
It has like the texture of a churros dip because it's got that like really luxurious creaminess to it and a texture that you almost want to dip something in it. Like you just want to dip your face in it. That's what you want to do. But the taste is lovely. Like, I think as British people, we're used to that kind of very sad like hot water with cocoa powder. Like, but this is Italian food. This is Italian food and drink. So it's luxury. It tastes incredible. Next, we head to Mamasons, a Filipino ice cream parlour that uses traditional ube ingredients.
Ube is a sweet potato or a purple yam, and it comes from the sweet potato family. It's indigenous to the Philippines and it's naturally purple. That's what's so great about it. It's like the vanilla of Philippines. We actually use our ice cream in the winter time. That's how we actually create the product. So we're very keen on no waste and using everything that we've got. So we actually melt down the ice cream, we mix it with Belgian white chocolate and a bit of Horlicks, heat that up with some milk, and it's perfect. And then the whipped cream itself, we use an ube jam and we mix it with cream, and then we have a special whipped cream machine that like makes it all fluffy and airy. And then the outside bits are ube wafers. So it's just a bit of an ube overload cocoa, and it's perfect for winter.
I love the ube whipped cream because it's so pretty. I love the colour, and it's the best part of the cocoa in my opinion. I eat this stuff all the time.
Not bad.
Oh wow, blimey, that's sweet.
It's very sweet.
That's really, really sugary.
Very
I mean, I was kind of expecting it to be quite sugary anyway, because when I've had things like lavender or like sweet potato lattes before, they've always been really heavy on the sugar.
Okay.
Ooh.
I don't mind that.
Yeah, I certainly get a lot of the yam taste from the flakes at the side. But really smooth, really drinkable.
It's almost like when you salt the rim of a margarita. Do you get much of the ube? Because I'm mostly just getting kind of whipped cream. It's quite sweet, maybe like a tiny bit of kind of earthy flavour from that.
Yeah, I get a little bit of a sweet potato-y kind of taste to it, like a little bit of a yam taste, but mostly from the cream at the top. I'm not really getting so much of like a white chocolate taste from the actual hot chocolate itself, but maybe that's just the sugariness of it, maybe.
Would you say it's maybe outwardly less chocolatey than the other ones that we might have tried? So I think this is more about the whipped cream and the kind of ice cream and the sweetness. And obviously because it's made with white chocolate, less of a kind of cocoa taste from that. On to our final stop, Chin Chin Labs, who have created an almost pudding-like take on the traditional hot chocolate.
What Chin Chin is best known for is creating dishes that you can't get anywhere else. Our hot chocolate is more like a hot chocolate pudding. The chocolate that we use is really expensive French chocolate from Valrhona. It's 80%. We have chefs in the kitchen making small batches every day. And then the marshmallow itself, it's our own recipe. It's a secret recipe that we make in small batches in mixers. And then when we top off the hot chocolate with the marshmallow, the balance is good because the marshmallow is really sweet. And we have that sort of toasty flavour because we blowtorch it. The actual hot chocolate itself is quite bitter, so it combines really well. So the idea is we give you a spoon and there's a bowl underneath and you eat it like this with a spoon. You have to get the marshmallow and the hot chocolate together, so the balance is right when you eat it.
I really love like the marshmallow aspect of the hot chocolate. It's so gooey, so when you pop the spoon in, you get the gooiness of the hot chocolate, and then you get the quality Belgian chocolate coming through the Valrhona sprinkles, so it's amazing.
Should we go for it? How are you supposed to? You just go in?
I think we've just got to commit and go for it. You
okay.
ready?
It's like a dessert. Okay.
Yeah, this could go everywhere.
Right.
Good luck.
Okay, good luck.
Oh, look at that. Okay. That is an extremely Instagrammable dessert.
That is, yeah.
I got like a bit of marshmallow and a bit of hot chocolate.
It's so lovely and shiny as well. It seems so luxurious.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Oh, that marshmallow is so good.
Yeah, that is so good. The marshmallow is like really, it's very filling. It's not, I mean.
We've got a breach.
It's really filling. It's not too sweet as well. The actual hot chocolate inside, once you get down into it, I mean, this is dribbling everywhere, but once you get down into it, it's just this lovely, rich, very flavorful hot chocolate, which I wouldn't say is too overly sweet. It just has a lovely, like, luxury kind of dribbliness to it. And the texture of the hot chocolate is lovely as well.
So I've picked my winner, you've picked yours. I'm excited to see what you've picked. I feel like we might disagree, but let's find out. Reveal on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Said we disagreed. I knew it.
Okay.
I knew we would disagree.
Why did you pick them?
So I mean, for me, Saidal was just like unlike any other hot chocolate I've ever had. It was the most luxurious thing maybe I've ever eaten in my life in general, in terms of just like, it was so velvety, it was so chocolatey, the kind of Nutella-y flavour that we got from that hazelnut hot chocolate. And obviously that triple chocolate on the side of the cup just kind of took it to another level, and I thought it was just a really cool experience. What made you pick Chin Chin Labs?
That was delicious, don't get me wrong. I probably would have picked that, but for me, it came down to the price. I think Chin Chin Labs was the cheapest one of the whole day, and for the value for money, it was incredible. The actual quality of the Valrhona hot chocolate in Chin Chin Labs was more of, I would say, a drinking chocolate, but what you had in Saidal was more of an actual pudding. It was very dessert-like. I would have that as a dessert rather than a hot chocolate, I would say.
I see your point, Ju. This is a really tough decision. This is maybe the closest one that we've had in this series, to be honest. But I think overall I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to come around to Chin Chin for a few reasons. I think you've kind of covered some of the reasons in terms of like, it did feel like more of a dessert than a hot chocolate. And I think as tasty as it was, I would have hit my threshold of how much of it I could drink quite quickly at Saidal, because it was just so rich and so luxurious, which is great in like a small dose. But like you say, more of like a sit-down, desserty experience than a hot chocolate, perhaps. So we've crowned Chin Chin Labs as the best of the best hot chocolate in London, but that's just our opinion. Did we miss any of your favourite spots? Let us know in the comments.
You've got some on your face.
How about now?